This is why we've organized the largest blockchain hackathon in the world. In February 2017, we came here to change the world with blockchain technology. And we did.
Access.
Welcome to Groningen, Digital City, the Netherlands. Welcome to the big building. Welcome to the biggest blockchain hackathon ever. Welcome to the Dutch Blockchain Hackathon. We are co-creating the next operating system for our society.
50,000 human performance, 1,000 people, 400 heroes, 50 implemented, 50 set up, 1 boxes, 20 jump books, 14 accelerants, 10 countries, 5 crowds, 1 grid, and 0 time to wait.
The key is finding real problems that are impacting people and having simple solutions for them. And so I'm looking for those kind of things today.
So we come at a time where blockchain has an incredible potential to deliver change for the good. And at that time, you are organizing this hackathon.
I'm having the best time. It's amazing. Look around.
It's a special day. In one weekend, over 500 blockchain pioneers, software developers, designers, entrepreneurs, officials, politicians, royals, scientists, businessmen and women gathered together in Groningen, in the north of the Netherlands, to upgrade society's operating system.
I'm sure big things are happening right now, and in 10 years they will say, whoa, it all started in Groningen.
Working with blockchain is about how do we organize trust in the system. Trust is changing, it's shaping our society, and now we have a way of organizing trust, co-creating trust in a new way, in a different way, in a better way.
When you have trust and repeated interactions, you can build communities. And when you build communities, you can collaborate. And when you can have collaboration, you can share and you can grow together. And that's actually what you are doing today.
You can think of it as sort of the next generation of internet, right? You know, you're going to have these sort of networks of blockchain applications and solutions and stuff that all integrate together. Yeah, so it's sort of like, you know, generation 3 of the internet.
Blockchain digitizes and distributes trust over the internet. Transactions are provided with a digital signature, which is then permanently recorded in one shared ledger and verified by thousands of computers. Once the transaction has been recorded and checked in the blockchain, mathematical principles ensure that this transaction cannot be tampered with. This creates a shared source of truth, as though a digital notary for everyone has been added to the internet. This allows us to trust information and exchange things of value, like money, shares, certificates, or identity data, directly and safely, without the intervention of third parties.
We have relied on systems that basically act as intermediaries for the last thousands of years, and we had to, and those intermediaries basically consume cost in large networks, whether that's the banking network, or notary services, or land titling, or energy markets, or pension funds. Having all these systems that are in place that hold custody of things and then kind of navigate all these intermediaries is what costs the system so much money to run. So if you put a distributed network on those things that allows anybody in the world to participate on it, an open protocol, you can really unlock some of that value that's been trapped for so long.
It's about something bigger than just the economic value we can create.
My academic topic is complex systems. And one of the things about complex systems is that if you work together, all with your own objectives, together something emerges that nobody really intended, but that can benefit everybody. So I have great expectations.
Whenever you put a lot of really smart people in a room together for 48 hours and over-caffeinate them, you get a lot of really interesting ideas. But the big thing that's difficult to do is to transition all of that energy and all of that creativity into things that have follow-through. And I think what's really special about this weekend is that there were so many teams and so many bright people that there really is the possibility that some of these things can get to that next level.
During the hackathon, teams have chosen one of 5 tracks: identity, energy, future of pensions, international trade and entrepreneurship, and reinventing government. In all these areas, the blockchain will bring fundamental transformation.
I think the coders are excited. They love nothing more than coding, and when you're coding to change the world, it doesn't get better than that.
I'm really having fun. I quite like it. I never get so much attention at anything.
It's fun when you see that moment where it's just like, oh man, this is gonna change everything. And you can tell because they get really excited.
The energy is very high, so yeah, when you go to bed, your head is like, oh, you did this. And then it's like, yeah, the sleep is not very deep as well.
Some teams are programming for 48 hours in a row, which warrants the occasional nap. It's okay. It really is.
The past 4 or 5 years, there has been a lot of talk about the potential of Bitcoin and blockchain. But everybody wants to know, what can you actually build with it? And this weekend, everybody was building right here.
Imagine you're a refugee and you don't have a passport or any papers and you're fleeing your land. How do you identify yourself? How do you move around the world? Well, what if we created a refugee identity, let's call it a passport, but in a future sense using the blockchain?
I really like the idea that we get to participate in redesigning and building the fabric of our civilization.
Ultimately, I think if the tech community is actually building the next operating system for society, more people need to get involved, more people from different backgrounds. This is really, really important.
Usually, a hackathon is a beauty contest in which those who present their plan best win. At the Dutch Blockchain Hackathon, all teams are appreciated and rewarded during the hackathon. All teams were supported and rewarded with knowledge, a business canvas, and a network. We moved away from a Dragon's Den approach to an internationally recognized, appreciative approach.
Blockchain is a brand new set of technology turning into an infrastructure. Nobody really understands where it's going yet. So how can anyone lose? That doesn't seem like the right mentality.
Our appreciative approach has this really stimulating and accelerating way of rewarding teams, of awarding teams as well.
And so hackathons can sometimes be what we call flash in the pan, something really exciting, but just really quick. But I'm really interested in finding those things that can have a little more momentum, and that's what I'll be looking for today.
Somebody asked me yesterday, how do you know when we've won? My response is, look behind me, we're already winning. We've got somewhere in the region of 400 programmers, hackers, business people from all around the world, government people, civil servants, CTOs of very large companies, startups and traditional, here creating a community all focused on, can we make the world a better place? Hashtag winning.
Yes, I did pull an all-nighter, and I'm about to do it again, I hope. I'm striving to get the full 45 hours.
Wow.
Because I can. I just want to.
The hackathon is going great. We are working now for many hours. I didn't sleep this night, working on the pitch, so I'm really excited.
I feel quite tired as well. Yeah, but yeah, it's still not done. So yeah.
The hackathon winners will not only take home a cash prize, but they'll be matched to big companies and governmental organizations to actually make their ideas a reality. Therefore, their work has only just begun.
Depending on the outcome, I'm ready to help with whatever I can help them with, presumably through some of the networks that I'm part of.
I'm a member of the Dutch Senate. It's been a very hot issue there. Yes. I was in the middle of that debate. So okay. Very, very effectively helped. It's really
It's my number one concern right now. So.
After all the teams have been interviewed on their prototype and hackathon canvas, the jury is finally out. 5 teams can proudly call themselves winners of the largest blockchain hackathon in the world.
Together we have created this momentum. 5 winners have emerged. A lot of other teams are taking their solutions further. Partnerships have been made, startups have been founded, and investments have been done. And now I want to invite you to take this to the next level.